What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Cologne podcast.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Ryan.
And we're two best friends. We're going on a fragrance journey. And as we come across these beautiful scented liquids, we'll give you an uneducated opinion.
That's right. We don't claim to be
experts.
Yeah, we're not.
No.
We're just giving you the easy street of this.
Yeah, we're giving you novice opinions.
All right, today we're going to be reviewing Parfums de Marly's Oajan.
That's right. I went to Neiman Marcus. I got a bud that works out there. Maybe calling him a buddy is a little bit too...
He's listening to him. What the fuck? This guy just came in here and pestered me all day.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe I'm overhyping what our relationship is, but I have an acquaintance who is actually a rep for Parfums de Marly. Mm-hmm. And so while I was tooling around in there, he hooked me up with a sizable decant of this to do an episode on.
Yeah, and Mike has smelt it a little bit.
Yes.
I have not, but he's hyping it up to me. And then prior to this, we're looking up how to even pronounce it. So we looked up Sebastian, who's now being called the perfume guy.
Right.
Because he usually is really good about pronouncing things. And the first thing he says is, it's a gourmand. So I'm instantly like, I probably won't like it. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, in true character, we did say we're going to be pursuing things that bring us joy. We're going to try to keep the excitement alive. And sometimes we run across fragrances and we're like, we can't wait. We've got to smell them.
Yeah.
And so because Ryan was kind enough to forego the first sniff so that we could save it for an episode, I promised that we would just jump right in. So no one night stand review today.
Nope.
We're jumping straight in. But first, I got to tell you what Avatar says.
Okay.
On Fragrantica.
God, what a badass to have that fucking name on the website.
I know.
That's a hard one to hold on to.
So meta.
Yeah.
And now meta is meta if you use it when you're talking about social media.
God, that's crazy.
So dumb. Oajan is the Oajan is the only perfume in the PDM line so far that I did not like after smelling it immediately. In fact, after the dry down, it was just okay. PDM's Carlisle and Layton being my top two perfumes.
Yeah.
I had very high hopes for Oajan, especially with so many good feedbacks from reviewers. Must test before buying.
And that's what we're going to do.
We're going to test it right now.
By the way, before we test it, did we do Carlisle yet? Have I smelled that?
No.
Have you smelled it?
I haven't, but I think red tobacco is compared to Carlisle.
Okay, well, then we need to do that.
Okay. I have it, I think.
Okay, we'll do that. But I was going to say, I think for sure, Layton and Greenlee are just so ridiculous to us.
So good.
Greenlee, I'm shocked that it doesn't get the love that it I feel like in my heart it deserves, because that thing, when Mike has worn that, I'm like mesmerized the entire day. I'm like, it smells incredible.
It is so good. Yeah, I'm shocked as well. But I need to go back and see what Ashton's review is, because maybe him putting out the good, positive review of that may make other people go, well, if Ashton says it's good, it's got to be good, bro. Okay, let's get into our scent of the day, Ryan. Oajan by Parfums de Marly.
Let's do it.
Hit it up.
Oh, man.
My man.
That's a nice little decant.
Yeah, a little travel atomizer.
Dang.
Boy, that thing's got some power to it.
Woo! Okay, first off, it's loud as hell. God, that is loud.
Yeah.
I haven't put my hand or this cardstock to my nose yet.
Yeah, you don't need to.
Man, that first little nanosecond of the burst is almost like when you open up a package of Big Red. It's gone away quickly, but right the first burst, man, it's like Big Red to me.
I think you're just saying that because you read one of the notes was cinnamon, Ryan.
Well, no. I mean, yes, but Big Red's not cinnamon to me. It's like a red smell to me. I can't explain it. I'm like one of those people I like smell colors.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh, this is like a bluish green.
Yeah. But no, for real, like that opening nanosecond, that's kind of cool. But man,
I have yet to put a card or my hand up to my nose because I don't have to. It's freaking fumigating the entire room.
It is. God damn. God, this smells high-end as hell. I mean, yeah. I know Parfums de Marly is considered high-end's niche, but sometimes niche fragrances don't smell high-end, but this does. This smells fucking badass. It doesn't smell gourmandish to me yet. Does it smell like a gourmand to you?
No, but it reminds me of like apple pie filling.
Okay, now you're starting to put that in my head. You may change this for the worse for me.
Okay, well, do you remember at one time I had those beard balms?
Yeah.
The beard butters?
Yeah.
One of them was called apple bourbon, and it smelled almost identical to this. Do you remember that one?
I don't remember that one. Interesting. On the skin, I don't get gourmand at all. It smells just like high-end. It kind of leans more feminine. I know it's a unisex, but it leans more feminine on my hand.
Yeah, I can kind of get that too. It also reminds me of Killian fragrance as well. And I don't know if it's apple brandy or if it's angel share, because they're both very boozy, sweet smelling fragrances.
I haven't smelled either one. You've smelled those, but I haven't.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, it is. This is trending hard, by the way, and I can understand why. It does smell like a fall fragrance.
On the skin, I get more of the cinnamon vibe than I do off the card.
One of the comments on Fragrantica was talking about this is going to be their Thanksgiving Christmas scent.
100%.
And I can really agree with that. It does. It kind of reminds me of like early 90s, late 80s when malls gave a shit and weren't sterile when you walked in.
Right.
It was like when Christmas was around, it was like you'd walk into a Macy's and the whole place, I mean, it looked like Santa's fucking workshop.
Right.
It kind of reminds me of like taking me back to that. Like, because remember they would have all the smells and the atmosphere, but they were like really overpowering. And this really is so loud and overpowering.
Well, that's what I said to him. I said, man, give me Thanksgiving Christmas.
Really?
That's what, whenever I kind of got with him, because I was like, all right, man, weather's getting cool out. Give me Thanksgiving Christmas. He immediately walked over to this one.
Wow.
And I get it, man. It's nice. It's sweet. It's so sweet. And I know one of the notes is honey. And so I read that before, like really formulating. So in my mind, I could smell it because it was, I read it.
Yeah.
But one of the things you can get here in East Texas is you can actually go to like a bee farmer and get raw honey. And if you've ever gotten like a big freaking gallon jug of raw honey and just smelled it, super concentrated honey.
Yeah.
It has that smell to it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's almost like a sharp, tangy sort of hyper sweet smell.
Man, he really is nailing this. And for whatever reason, maybe it's because we're out here in the woods, is that there's pretty much people sell raw honey on every corner.
Yeah, we seriously have one just like a mile down the road.
Speaking of raw honey, he also has a friend, him and his wife make homemade ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
And they use raw honey instead of sugar. And I'm going to tell you, it's the best vanilla ice cream I ever had because it was kind of floral, wasn't it?
Yes, that's the thing. Is depending on how the bees do, you can taste some of the clover in it. And that clover really adds like this sort of floral. It's trippy, man.
It is trippy. And it's the best ice cream I've ever had. So if they hear this, shout out to them.
Yeah.
Make us some.
But yeah, please. But on the card, I guess because it is more concentrated, soaked into it, it feels like I'm getting more of everything. But on the skin, I am getting just that sweet cinnamon, almost like it's not really tobacco vanille, but it is a hyper sweet like tobacco vanille.
Yeah. Man, this is a badass fragrance.
It is, especially on a lady.
That's all I'm thinking about. I'm like, man, this would be for me, it's more for a woman, and it would be badass on them. Very sophisticated. It's very high-end sophisticated smelling to me. Okay. Who's wearing this?
The way the Parfums de Marly lines look, it's like one you assume is more masculine for men, and then one is more feminine.
Yeah.
I know, like, technically it's unisex, but this is in the men's bottle, but I feel like it is more feminine.
Yeah, it's straight up black and gold, and I agree.
Yeah.
It looks masculine as hell, but man, this does lean more feminine to me, like crazy feminine.
It does. So I'm going to give you two different who's wearing this.
Okay.
I think this will fit really women-wise, I bet 18 to you name it. For the holiday season, this would be great for a female to wear.
Yeah.
But I also think if you're a daring son of a bitch, I think men should wear this type of stuff, especially around this time.
Yeah.
Or let's just say you're sparking a new relationship up. And, a lot of people get engaged around this time. And this is kind of a popular fragrance that's going around just in the air with different holiday scents.
Yeah.
If you want to concrete some of that and create a scent memory around yourself around this holiday, you could wear this more frequently, gentlemen.
Yeah.
And then every time homegirl walks into White Barn and smells these holiday candles, she'll be thinking about her holiday.
Todd, please leave that in.
He will. I don't think he even listens to them anymore. I think he's just like editing them based on waveform.
Oh, boy. Well, I'm not going to say anything about who's wearing. I think all that's great. I will say, during Mike's holiday biopic he was just talking about, it was starting to kind of rub me the wrong way, though.
Uh-oh. My biopic or
no.
the smell?
No, the scent. I was starting to get something in the air. No, I was getting something in the air, and I was making sure it wasn't the studio. Like, we didn't have like something left out, but it kind of smells... Am I getting from a distance? Am I getting like a bakery type vibe or something?
I would assume so. That's why I kept saying, like, this reminds me of apple pie filling because it's so sweet and cinnamony. I'm
starting to not like this at all.
It's so strange.
Just something about it. It smells too edible.
It's too unbalanced.
And I don't know what it is. Yeah, maybe that's it. I don't know. It just feels like it leans just now. The first of this is really good, but man.
There is like a certain sweetness that goes into gourmands that is realistic, hyper sweet.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you don't like.
You think
because
it is?
You do like sweet fragrances.
No.
You like the Laytons. You like the red tobaccos because on the dry down, it has that sweet sort of tobacco. I think this hyper realistic, ultra sweet doesn't work well with you, but I love it.
Man, as quickly as I fell in love with this, I'm falling right out of love with it. God, that's crazy. The opening is fucking gorgeous, though. But it does make me think I really need to just let my wife just spray like one thing of it on her. Just let me smell it on her. Because I wonder if I smell it on somebody different, not me. I wonder if like a female, like I just wonder if it would just ride different with them.
So full disclosure, I did spray this on the other day whenever I got the actual travel atomizer from him.
Yeah.
And the dry down of this is a very spicy vanilla.
Yeah.
But it almost reminds me of, and I've been talking about it a lot, that Tom Ford Noir. It dries down to be more dark, masculine vanilla.
Huh.
So my guess would be that this is why this is heavier towards the men's side on Parfums de Marly, because when it dries down, to me, it's a little more masculine.
Interesting. God, yeah, it's getting to that level of gourmand. I guess I just don't care for that kind of stuff. It's not a bad smell per se, but it's just like too much to me now.
Yeah.
It's too rich.
Man, I thought it was so good. And then,
is it hitting you the same way?
No, I love it. But I started to think, oh, you know what? It's so close to a gourmand and it's so sweet that I forgot. Yeah, you probably wouldn't like it. But I was hyped for you to smell it because I thought, man, this shit is so good.
God, the opening of it is incredible. It really is. I mean, I'm talking like I'm just down in it now. I'm not. It smells really good still.
I wonder if you actually wearing it and not just straight up sticking it up to your nose every 10 seconds, if you just wore it.
Well, while you were talking, I was leaving everything be, and that's when I was like kind of sniffing the air around me going, God, is it something here or is it this scent? And then when you got done, I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. God. Okay. Skip it.
Sample it.
Buy it.
What are you going to do, Ryan?
I feel like I want somebody else to wear it one day without me wearing it.
I'll do it.
You'll sacrifice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like for you to like spray it on in the dry down, be here like right when we get here to the studio and like you're like unlocking the door before we get in and just kind of let me just
smell all over me.
Yeah, just like I get behind you and put my hands on your shoulders. And
yeah.
I'm like, that's what I want to do.
You want to sniff my soul out of my body?
Looking like Sang Sung, whatever his name is from Mortal Kombat 2.
I was thinking like the parents on Everybody Loves Raymond. They're always like smelling the kids, like trying to take their youth away or whatever. Oh, God.
God, yeah, it's funny. This dry down is more like bakery or something to me. But I'm just going to say, for me, right now, it's a skip, but I need to see what it smells like on somebody else for a minute.
I think if I wear it, you're going to smell it, just the wafts from a distance, and go, you're a
beautiful man. Did you just eat apple pie?
Which more likely the answer would be yes. That answer is almost always a yes.
He like comes in, he's always wearing a bib. He's got food on it.
Oh my goodness. I have to have apple pie with ice cream. I got to go a la mode if I'm going to eat apple pie.
Okay, real quick. Apple pie or peach cobbler with ice cream? Which one's better? And remember, you're a man from the South.
I feel like you want me to say peach cobbler.
God, for me, peach cobbler is, if it's done right with some fresh homemade ice cream or something like that, good God.
See, I don't like candied peaches.
Oh, my God.
I only like fresh peaches to eat.
Yeah.
So I have to say apple pie.
Wow.
I really don't like peach cobbler. Blackberry cobbler?
Wow.
Yes, all day.
That's crazy, man.
Blueberry, buckle?
God,
yes.
This motherfucker loves blueberries and blackberries. Every time we're going to Starbucks, hey, y'all, can y'all put some blueberry syrup in there? They're like, and ironically enough, they're always out. So other people love this shit. But I'm like, who puts that in coffee? And he's like, he loves it.
I don't know why I like those berries so much.
God, man. But he hates fucking strawberries, guys.
I hate it.
Can y'all believe that shit? Please write in the Cologne podcast at gmail.com.
Back me up.
No, let him know he's a freaking Munson because he hates strawberries.
Look, you're already outnumbered because me and your stepson both hate it.
Yeah, he hates it. I don't know. It's like a texture
Smart
thing.
kid.
Is it a texture thing to you? Because I know it is for him.
It is. And then also, I don't know. There's just a lot going on with that. That I just can't get behind. Now, I don't really care for blackberries because of the seeds either. I don't like the filling whenever I chew blackberries.
Weird. I love it. And I do love I hate blueberries, but I love blackberries.
Really? I'm
not a fan on blueberries. I'll eat them, but I'm not like crazy about them.
Yeah. I don't know.
But anyway, enough of Myke and Ryan's food review.
Yeah.
Let us know if you want us to start a podcast about eating food. We'll kill that.
We do it every day, so... We'd love to give you reviews. Today, I had an Asian chicken salad. It was fantastic.
All right. I'm skipping, but I want to smell it more, possibly on you. What do you think?
I think it's a buy for me.
Wow.
Yeah. I
so
really
straight up
love it.
Buy for you.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Are you going to buy this over Layton or Greenlee? Because you don't own a full bottle of those yet.
No. I wouldn't over those two, but I think this is I think you could own all three.
Good Lord. Those first two for sure. I couldn't own this right.
Man, see, here's what it would be for me. It'd be that Greenlee, I could wear 70% of the year. The other 30% of the year, I'd wear Layton, except for around Thanksgiving and Christmas. This would be a great Thanksgiving, Christmas fragrance. I'm really perplexed by you right now, man. Why? Well, because when I'm smelling this cardstock, ironically enough, it kind of smells, it doesn't smell like it, but it has kind of like that bitterness to it or something of almost the opening of red tobacco a little bit. No. It's kind of rough to me. No way. And I'm like, man, this has got balls to it now. And then Mike's like fucking loves it. I do love it. Honestly, because I got I had that Tobacco Vanille cologne before I got actual Tobacco Vanille. Yeah. And I probably went through 30 mil of it in the middle of summer wearing Tobacco Vanille. God, he fucking wore it all the time. All the time. But it does smell good, though. I think this is a more wearable version of that because I believe Tobacco Vanille gets kind of whack, man, compared to this. Man, I don't know. It's been a minute since I smelled that, but I'm going to disagree because I do like Tobacco Vanille. I wore it the other night. I mean, I have a 10 mil of actual Tobacco Vanille, not the cologne anymore. Yeah. But I was wearing Tobacco Vanille and it smells great. But to me, this is a more straight down the center approach. Tobacco Vanille kind of goes somewhere floral that I'm not loving these days. God, I just can't get behind this one anymore. Tobacco Vanille is also a little bit more powdery, whereas I feel like this one isn't as powdery, it's more syrupy. Yeah, and he loves his syrups. And until next time. Hey, if you enjoyed today's episode and you want to support the show, hit us up at buymeacoffee.com/Cologne podcast. Drop us a coffee, say hi, or tell us to fuck off. Tell us to review something. Yeah. Tell us anything. We've got a couple of episodes and then season 1 is done. Yeah. Funny enough, we got a message from a person the other day. They were like, I don't know when your season's ending. It's kind of confusing. Right.
And but yeah, they're correct. It is kind of confusing. We came up with the idea of 100 episodes.
Yes.
And we definitely hit that number by a lot.
Yeah, but we stopped numbering some of them. Listener requests, we weren't numbering. You know, we did the on the houses and the random sample bags. And, you know, by the time we got to it, we're over 120 episodes now, deep into season
But
one.
only like 70-something on actual numbered episodes, right?
Yeah, we just hit 80.
Oh, we just hit 80?
Yeah.
Wow. But yeah, so season one's coming to an end. We're not going anywhere. We're coming back pretty quick.
Yeah, it's not like we're really going to like stop, because we're still going to be doing episodes.
And Mike actually mentioned this a minute ago. He was like, man, I wonder if we should use some of these episodes we haven't posted that are kind of like lost episodes for some of the time filler.
Yeah.
We also have an episode we just did and was about to go out, but we kind of had to pull back on it. We don't know yet.
Yeah, it needs a little bit of work under the hood.
Yeah.
But we do have, we've got a few we recorded right before the freak out. And then we also have some that we were able to unearth from a shitty SD card. So we do have a few episodes that we could release.
Yeah.
And so you may see those in December as little bonus episodes and stuff like that, especially as within the holidays we get a little bit busier. And we kind of said, hey, we'll start back in January with full-fledged season. So what we have kind of in the backlog, they may be out of order, they may be wacky, but we'll still make sure you're getting content. So we're not going to disappear, but we are prepping right now for season 2. So jump in on it with us.
Yeah, get ready. We're going to be coming horde.
Real horde.
All right. Until next time, we love you guys and spray it up, y'all.